it's time to finish this sweater front.
All right, so the troops are home, which means there's a lot of unnecessary noise going on. And we are going to rehang from 51 left to 11 left. And because it's on the Decker combs, it's going to go super quick. So we're going to pass these back up through the bed. Rest them on the back bed fins. Make sure we grab that last stitch that we moved up. I'm trying not to drop it, of course. Okay, I'm going to put it in my lap properly so it's not under any pressure. Passing them back up through the back, resting them up higher. Not sure what that stitch is from. Give me a second to untangle everything. Okay. Oh, for crying out, Christmas. Okay. Trying to get this knot to be tangled up on my lap, moving it all up, especially that one stitch, closing the beds. Okay, no more slippage. So we have 51 is right there. Okay, I'm going to move these all forward. 51 to 11. So it should be here. Gonna move these all up. Gonna open all the latches. And I'm gonna move it all down. Okay, all those latches are open. Moving them all back. Okay. Okay. So the first one I'm going to move back on there is that one on the yarn holder. Okay. Move my stitch holder down. I'm going to look at these. Okay. Looks pretty good. I'm going to move these down just a little bit more. Okay. There's nothing that's getting caught on. Just going to move it over. Okay. Everybody's happy. Happy. All right. That one is absolutely forward. All right. Now we're at the dangerous part. So now pull this down just a little bit. I'm putting these stitches I'm trying to put the stitches in each of their corresponding stitches. Okay. By golly, I think we did it. Okay. worry about that one that looks empty. Now we're going to repeat it with this side. Okay. Moving these over. Oh boy. All those latches are open. Okay. Pull this off. Put them between the fins there. Everybody appears to be on their best behavior. All right, we are on, and that looks right. So, move this back now. Okay. This is my first time using Decker combs, and I think we did pretty darn good. Just gotta remove this stitch marker. Okay, done. Now we're going to need to figure out who's who at the zoo, because we need to make sure that we have the right ones in the right spots. So we need to figure out who's a knit and who's a purl. So I'm going to lower my bed, and I'm just going to move forward slightly all the ones that should be on the front bed and all the ones that should be on the back bed. Okay, that didn't make any sense. I'm going to move forward all the ones I need to transfer. Just slightly. Okay. That one's wrong. That one's right. Those two stayed back and that one stayed forward. And on this, these two were forward. Okay. So now, take my favorite tool and start transferring. And I'll come back when that's done. Okay, we are going to reduce our row count to 87. We have the red yarn in our lock. We are at N on our locks. Our tension is 5.5 on both locks. We are knitting across from the right to the left. I have a feeling that we will be doing all of the reductions on the right hand side. I have kept the needle rule in play. I'm making sure that all of my stitches are where they need to be. And we're going to knit across now. Everything looks pretty good. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that my camera was that close. We now have to knit one more stitch. I mean one more row. And we're going to decrease 3 stitches on this side of the bed. Okay, so we're going to cast off 3 stitches. We're going to go to left 14. So that is right here. Okay, so here goes onto here, that up, that down. Okay, so now needle rule is in place. Now we're going to knit across. I have to make sure that I pass my tripper here. 1, okay, decreasing 3 more stitches here. And remembering the needle rule. So 1, 2, 3. So now I need 17, 15, 16, 17. Okay. So this is now going on to number 17. Closing the latch. Spring is on there. That is down. On the bottom, on the top. Closing the latch. Okay. All stitches out of play. All right, going to knit across now. We're at 291. It's 292. Coming back around. 293 says decrease 2 stitches. So 1, and this is 2. And hanging it on this edge stitch. Okay, stitch it out of play, under the spring. Okay, sure everything's good. Coming back around. 1, 2. 2 stitches again. Moving it up. One. And that's 2. So this is left 21. 21. Yes. All right. That one under the spring. This one on the bottom. Under the spring. And this one goes up top. All right, so we're going to come back around. This is now row 296. 1, 2, 297. Okay, 298. We're reducing 1 stitch. So if I move this one down, and this one up, and I will fix that little in between thing. All is good. Nothing's out of place. Okay, so this is 299. 300. 301. 1 stitch at the right. Well, okay. At the right of the left of the left of the right. I'm not even sure how to say that anymore. So if I just move this one over here, I can just move this one over here. Stitches out of work. Close the latch. Close the latch. Okay. We're all good. Coming back. 1. And that's 303. 304 says to reduce 1 stitch. Okay. So if I reduce 1 stitch, then I can move this one. This one goes back down, and this one moves over. Okay, closing that latch, closing the latch, moving that down. Okay, now we're going to do row 305. 306, 307, 308. Reducing 1 stitch again. So that one's got to move over this way. And this one's got to move over this way. And I can move this one over here and move this one up. All right. Everything looks good. That's row 308. We have one more decrease before it's the end of this work. So 309, 310, yarn barf, 1 second. Okay, so that was 310, 311, 312. Reducing 1 stitch. So that can go here. This one can just move over. And this one can just move over. And that is the last decrease for this piece. All right, we will now knit to row 328. Here we go. Yarn barf again. $26, $27. Going to transfer the stitches again, just like we did before. Put the front bed into GX. All right, so main beds, the back bed is in N, front is in GX. It's a free pass, knitting once across. Now I'm going to lower the front bed and give myself a generous yarn tail. Oops, forgot what I was doing. Alrighty then. Forgot all about the shuttle. So, to make up for what I just did, I'm going to put the back bed into GX as well. And then we're just going to make my free pass. Going to go all the way across. Pick up my off-white yarn. Put the carriage back into N. Bed back up. And now I'm going to knit across very carefully 1 row. And back. Okay. Just going to keep doing this for 20 rows. Okay, that's 348 rows. Increasing my tension to 8. Gonna knit 2 rows. 1, 2. Lowering the bed. And now I'm going to cast that off camera, and then we'll come back and see what we have. So how did we do? I think we did pretty good. Any misconceptions around here we will fix when we put the collar on. Not a problem at all. In fact, it'll be pretty darn cool. Okay, so what's next? Next we will knit some sleeves. So that's tomorrow's project.
Next video series, we start a sleeve.